And today for the Sports and Stuff pod, we have one of the most touted JUCO players in the state of Arizona with over 21 Division I offers from Houston and Memphis and schools like that. We have Yaxel Lendeborg. How you doing today, man? Good to see you.
Doing good. You doing good?
Pretty good. Well, for people that might not know you, I was able to watch you play last week against SCC. And I don't know what the other school name was. It's like Cochino or something like that, from what I heard. How did that come about for you guys? Were you always going to be in it? You're at Arizona Western for people that don't know, but maybe just talk a little bit about how you felt you did last week.
Well, first we got up to a very rough start. We were all really tired, didn't have a lot of energy in that game, and Scottsdale, they're a really good team, so they came out and they really just handed it to us. You know, we didn't really have an answer for them. Their two guards are really one of the two best guards in the league, so they did what they were supposed to do, and they beat us. They beat us real bad.
How has your summer been for you? Usually I talk like for club ball, 'cause most of the guys I interview are like seniors in high school, juniors in high school. Of course, you're a college player, so we're not going to really get into how you done club ball, but how has summer been for you training wise with your school and then maybe some personal trainers as well?
Well, for the whole summer, I was back home in New Jersey. I was training with my old high school coach. He had me pretty much in the gym 4 times a day.
Damn.
And like for the weeks as well, like 4 times. So it was pretty brutal. You know, there was times that I didn't want to go work out, but I still had to because, you know, it was going to be a big summer, you know, so I had to keep that going. And coming off of winning, you know, Player of the Year, I had to try my best to make sure that I can get even close to winning that next year. So, you know, a lot of workouts, a lot of early mornings, a lot of extra, just shooting around, dribbling, even if I'm not doing anything. So it was a pretty good summer.
Yeah. Let's get into that last season. You finished Player of the Year, like you said. You guys out in Arizona Western finished 26-5 on the year, looked as one of the best JUCO teams in the state. How do you feel you guys did collectively as a team together?
The last year's team was a really good team. We were all really close to each other. Like we known each other since we were kids. Everybody was family. We had a lot of good assets and a lot of good role players. It was great. Everybody played their role. Everybody did what they had to do. And we were coached really well too. We had the head coach, you know, he was really good, great offensive coach and stuff. Our defensive coach, Coach Rowe, another assistant, he's really good. And the newer guy's name was Coach Parker. He was the one that was training us after, you know, just extra working. And he was really helping us out a lot and helping build confidence and stuff. So it was they did really good.
Yeah. Some of your guys' biggest wins, I saw you were supposed to play Skyline Powerhouse and Bella Vista to start the year off, but those got canceled. A lot of big wins. You're playing a team called Imperial Valley, 97-55. You played Colorado Western, 73-59, 85-60 against Community Christian. A lot of good wins, a lot of tough losses, though. Who would you say was the toughest team you guys faced last year?
Last year was Coach Chiefs for sure. They handed it to us every time. And if we wanted to win, we had to earn the win. They weren't just going to, you know, just give us the win. They're like one of the better teams on defense as well. So it was really hard to score, you know, do all that. So.
And that's the team you guys played the second game when I saw you. And you kind of handed it to them a little bit. There's a little bit of trash talk going on. I saw you getting into it with one of the guys, a couple of your teammates too. Take us through maybe what happened that game, because you guys won by like 20 plus, I think. But
it was somewhere around there.
They were super loud. They were trying to get into it. Their bench was trying to get just kind of antagonized a little bit. Take us through what happened that game specifically.
Well, the new guys that came up on the team already know that we really much hate Coach Chiefs. Like they beat us in the championship last year. So it's like every time we play them, we're going to give them everything we got. We're going to make sure that they feel us and stuff. So, you know, every time we go play them, we're going to talk as much smack as we can, real aggressive, foul if we have to. If it's a foul, it's going to be a hard foul. So it's just it's real competitive.
So you guys, like you said, one of the best teams in the state for your league, finished with a great record as well. What was the biggest achievement you felt like you did as a team collectively?
I would say our first time playing Pima, it was they had a long drought of winning against Pima in their arena. So when we fought hard to beat them in overtime, it was like the way the team felt in the locker room was just one of the best moments I've had so far. Everybody was cheering, the coach was involved, all of that. It was pretty good. It was a great moment.
I saw on your Instagram, one of your like highlight stories, you posted a clip of you just like swatting the crap out of a ball, and you like captioned it like second favorite thing to do. What's your first favorite? I'm assuming it's postering someone, because you had a couple of those last year.
No, my first favorite thing to do on the court is just pass the ball. I'm a willingly passer. I would love to just set up my teammates, score the ball. It brings you the most joy on the court.
So, yeah, let's get into that. What things have you focused on most this offseason to make a statement? Like we said, I saw when I was walking out of the gym last week, Memphis was there. I'm sure they went over to talk to you, I'm assuming, and maybe some other guys. But you have a lot of offers, a lot of notice from, very good programs at the Division I level. You were back with your high school coach this past summer. What things did you focus on mainly to continue to grow as a basketball player?
It was for sure my shooting and my dribbling. I definitely need that when I if I make the jump to the next level. It was a big thing with confidence with me. So me and my own coach were just talking. They were helping me out, trying to get me out of my own head. So it was those are my three main focuses this summer.
Yeah, you shot 35% from three, 60% from the field, and 72 from the free throw line. I want to focus on that 72 from the line real quick. Were you not always the best free throw shooter in high school? Or were those moments where you're looked as probably one of the better players in your team, where guys going after you to end the game because they knew you're kind of like a weaker free throw shooter, or have you improved in that at all?
I've always was a pretty good free throw shooter. To be honest, I just wasn't really a good 3-point shooter and stuff. That's pretty just like, didn't want to shoot it. I was kind of scared.
Well, you're big. I'm like, especially with Juco Ball. I mean, you're 6'9", so you're going to be looked at as like playing the 4, the 5 mainly. You're not going to be out on the wing like you might be at the Division I level. But I do want to talk about that. You're 6'9", play that wing position. What makes you feel the most comfortable on the court?
Playing the wing, of course. I love getting the ball out and just running in transition. Me having to fake the fast break and stuff, that gives me like a lot of like power, to just dish out the ball to my teammates that are open and stuff. And just, that definitely is the most comfortable spot I got right there.
I read an article about you, like where I was talking about before we started recording. I just talked about your journey a little bit, and it said something about a quote. High school was a little bit rougher for you. That's why you started out at the JUCO level. Did you have dreams and aspirations to get to the Division I level? Like, 'cause I'm sure a lot of people around you were saying like you have the talent to get to, top schools in the country. Is there anyone that influenced you to help, continue to not just grow as a basketball player, but as a person too, and take other things besides, basketball seriously?
For sure, it's my mom. My mom is the reason that I'm still together. In high school, I wasn't really a good student at all. I wasn't really focused on anything. I would just go there and just like goof around all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get to play high school ball until my senior year, and I only got to play 11 games.
Yeah.
So if it was just my mom pushing me consistently every single day to better myself, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here today.
Was there a moment that, like the kind of the flip switched for you? You talk about like you messed around. I mean, I didn't have the best grades in high school either, but was there a moment for you that you were like, I could actually really make something out of myself to be able to, not just like help myself, but help my family and like my future friends and stuff like that?
Yeah, my senior year, we started playing in the fall league and stuff, and I was doing really good. And my mom started talking to me more about it, saying that I've been getting, better and stuff. So it was just like, and my teammates were already, supporting me and stuff. So I was like, maybe I could do something with this. And I just started playing basketball a little more, training a little more, and just, having more fun.
Yeah. What's one word you would say best describes how you play?
unselfish.
I would love to hear about that. I see 2.5 assists a game. I'm sure that's going to go up this year, kind of because the leadership role you're going to be taking, and probably more of the possession of the ball too. I'm assuming too. I would love for you to elaborate on like the unselfishness that you play.
Well, my first thing wouldn't be to score. When I get the ball, I always want to look for my teammates first. And I just get more joy in seeing my teammates score the ball rather than me. I mean, obviously I'm going to get excited if I score too. It's still a big accomplishment and stuff, but I would rather my teammates score. I'd do anything to help my teammates regardless.
Is there anybody you try to play like? I know we just talked. You're 6'9", play the wing. You're extremely athletic. You got great vision up court, and you're extremely unselfish too. Is there anybody you've tried to emulate since you've been able to consistently play?
Yeah, when I was a little younger, I used to watch Magic Johnson a lot. I always wanted to be able to throw all those flashy passes like him and stuff. It's really hard to do, but I tried. I still try today, but yeah, that's what I want to play like the most.
Is there any reason specifically that like he stuck out? Because a lot of kids, a lot of days that I talk to, it's like it's Jason Tatum, LeBron, KD, it's Chris Paul. Is there any reason why Magic sticks out for you?
His passing ability just like brought life. I don't know, like this is great. I don't know. It's great.
Let's get into this. You averaged 12 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double, and then the 2.5 assists game. What strides have you taken this offseason to continue to not just put up those consistent numbers, but maybe even get to another level?
For sure, trying to add more moves to the bag so I can start having more chances to score. And once I start scoring, that could open up more room and more help out so I can hit my teammates and stuff. So I mean, it's just been a lot of movement with the handles and shooting and stuff, that for sure. I'm starting more to like calculate where the rebounds are going now instead of just like hopefully being in the right spot. So I'm trying to learn how the ball comes off the rim and stuff like that, like Dennis Rodman did. So it was just that right there too.
I was about to say you probably watched that Last Dance documentary, and he was talking about how his eyes, he would see where the ball went, and he was like immediately there. You were one of the top rebounders in the country. It said for conference. Let me get this up. I have it up real quick. Blocks, you were 6th in the conference. Assists, you were 23rd. Where's rebounds? Yeah, rebounds, you were 1st with 341, I think, in the season, and then you averaged the 11 a game. Do you take pride in being able to play good defense? I know a lot of rebounding too is on the offensive end, missed shots. You're in there in the paint, being able to collect it and put it up for another layup. But do you take pride in how like you're so good at rebounding and on the defensive side?
Yeah, I take pride, but I don't really show it as much. I'm just happy to be able to play the game pretty much. But that definitely comes with our coaches harping us on defense and stuff. So yeah, it helps out.
Yeah. I do want to get into a little bit of your story in a second. But I want to talk about just the recognition you've been getting and a lot of the offers. I've seen Houston and Memphis have offered you, and 19 other schools from your Instagram and stuff. Is hella impressive. I saw you went on a visit to New Mexico and Houston. Was the goal when you went to Arizona Western to get to the Division I level, or what was the goal of going to college?
At first, it was just being able to do something with my life after high school, because we really didn't know what we could do. Just pretty much making it here was the goal.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much all we had. All the Division I's that started looking at us and offering me was just a blessing.
How were the visits? Houston looked freaking dope. I mean, the pictures look really cool. New Mexico is awesome. Maybe talk through a couple of the visits you've been on and like some takeaways from each one.
Well, the New Mexico visit was amazing. They really showed me that they made me their priority and stuff. It was amazing from everything. Like everything. The coaches were nice. The players were nice. They took us out to eat, to the Top Golf and stuff. Saw the city a little bit. Even went to Richard Pitino's house. It was great. It was great. And Houston was just like the facilities just had you like wow, and like everything. The fact that they're sponsored by Jordan was just crazy too. The shoes they had out were just, man, everything was really just unbelievable pretty much.
Yeah. I know you probably don't want to break your commitment here, but is there any schools, you don't have to say names either, that intrigue you more about joining next year?
Yeah, for sure.
You don't got to say names, but I mean, I would like a little bit of an exclusive.
Okay, well, as of right now, the top school that I would want to go to is New Mexico, because of how much they made me feel like a priority and like let me know and reassure me as much that I could be a star there and, you know, make the big jump to NBA and stuff. Yeah, there have been new schools getting involved now, and it's making me think a lot more of where I want to go. So,
yeah. You are originally from Puerto Rico. Jose Alvarado, who plays for the Pelicans, is there as well. I saw a picture of you. You were playing with the Puerto Rican national team or practicing with them, it seemed like.
Nah, that was the Dominican team.
Oh, was it Dominican?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So you're not from Puerto Rico, you're from the Dominican Republic?
No, I was born in Puerto Rico, but my family's Dominican.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. You played high school ball in New Jersey. How did you get out here to Arizona, of all places?
I got really lucky, to be honest. After my last high school game, I didn't have nowhere to go, and I got invited to a Dominican camp in New York. I ended up being one of the top performers at that camp, and there was just the word going around about places that I can go, and I couldn't go any other like place but prep or JUCO because I wasn't eligible.
Mm-hmm.
So there was somehow the word got out to Coach Harold, Coach Isaacson, and they offered me, and I came here right away.
Was there any other schools that were looking at you, or was it Arizona Western from the start and like there was no looking back?
Pretty much Arizona Western. There was a school in Idaho, but they weren't really committed to me, I guess. They were just talking to my mom for a little bit, and then they just went away.
Yeah. I would love to hear about your experience. I have like a big question for you just about JUCO itself, but how has Arizona Western been for you? I know you're going into your second year. You'll be gone after this year. But all around, what has the experience been like for you?
It's been the best. They've really been changing me as a person, you know. Came in here, just no hope of what I could be and stuff. And now I really have hope that I can be somebody now. The fans here are really amazing. Everybody here is nice. They have been helping me out tremendously, building character, everything. I can ask for a better program to be in.
Is there anything that has stuck out to you? Anything either your head coach, assistants have said to you that have kind of helped you along the way, going from someone that, like you said, had no hope, had no confidence, to now feeling like you can actually do something?
Yeah, the old assistant coach that was here last year, his name's Coach Parker. He used to talk to me every day pretty much and just give me a pep talk and a speech about how I could be somebody. He even made me write on a piece of paper to fill it out that I can shoot on both sides, to fill it out. And he hung it up in my locker just to remind me every day. I always say I can't shoot. So just him for sure. All three of the coaches really let me know every day, regardless.
That's really dope, man. Well, one of my last questions for you before I let you go, I would love to hear what Juco Ball has done for you as a whole. Of course, you were looked at as one of the most touted JUCO players in the state with the offers we've talked about, the visits you've been on. How do you not let the hype or the recognition get to your head?
Well, the hype or recognition, that definitely doesn't faze me because I know where I came from, and pretty much nothing, pretty much. So it's just like, I'm glad that this is happening. I feel blessed every day, but I'm never going to talk down on anybody that doesn't have the same thing that I have because I was in the same position. JUCO ball has definitely brought out more character because I really didn't know anything about JUCO. It was really just like, all you know about is Division I and NBA. So it's like, once I got here, now I'm realizing this isn't that bad. This is still tough competition. I still got to play really hard and hope that I can make it to the higher level. So JUCO has definitely helped me out with everything. And I'm glad that I took this route, and hopefully more memories can come out of this.
Yeah, definitely. Um, who you talked about, Cochise was your toughest competitor, and you talked about the just competition level. When I went last week to watch a lot of the schools play, like yours and SEC and Pima, you're right. The competitiveness of all these guys that are going that are playing is extremely high level. Like most of these guys, they might not be going to the Duke, Kentucky, Kansas's, like Houston's of the world, but they're going to end up at a better school because of how they're playing right now. What is were you shocked at how competitive it was when you first started, or were you kind of like, oh, Juco Ball, it's going to be a bunch of dudes that have classes and then like work on the side and then they go to practice?
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. I thought that's what it was gonna be like, but there's actually, hoopers here. There's most people are here because they couldn't get their grades right, or they like bounce back from a Division I and stuff like that. So there really is hoopers here, and I did not expect none of that. So it's just I definitely had to get prepared to be able to play here and excel in this level. So yeah, it took a while, but I would say I gotten pretty used to it now.
I was talking to a couple of SEC guys that said they're excited to play you this upcoming year as well. Is there anybody you are looking forward to playing this upcoming season?
Yeah, I don't know his exact name, but it's number 2 on Scottsdale. We didn't really know much about him, but he came into the game talking a lot of smack. So I mean, now that's pretty much who I'm preparing to face off with because I have a lot of things to get off that game. So
I think it might be Isaiah Brody. Did he have a sleeve tattoo?
Yes.
Okay, that's Isaiah Brody. He was at University of Jacksonville last year, and he came back to Scottsdale. I don't know necessarily for what reason, but yeah, I know that's Isaiah Brody. Are you guys going to be playing them in Scottsdale this year? Or are they going to be out in your area of Arizona?
Yeah, we play them at Scottsdale and in our area. We play them twice.
I'm 100% coming to that game in Scottsdale. I actually go to SEC. I'm like right down the street from the place. But Yaxel, I appreciate the time you've taken out today. My last question for you. I know Arizona Western is an Adidas school. You guys got some new uniforms, I think, right? You got that look pretty clean. What is your favorite on-court shoe, or what's going to be your favorite on-court shoe this upcoming year?
My favorite on-court shoe would be the Air Jordan 11s. As of right now, I am rocking the Dames right now, but yeah, those two are my favorite shoes.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. Anything to shout out or plug before we get out of here?
Shout out Arizona Western. That's all.
Well, yeah, so I appreciate you coming on. Wish you nothing but the best of luck, especially with your future and this upcoming season. Excited to come and watch you play, man, and wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.